Hello again, all life path number 4. So this is your September reading for 2019. I'll pop that down now. If you can see in the background here, I have done a banner for the channels, whether it's my Facebook page or my YouTube. Reason being, oops, sorry, my pussycat wants to get on camera. You can maybe hear me. The dice is what I'm trying to explain. I'm just going to pop that down. The reason I'm using the dice is because life is like a dice game. You can throw the dice and you never know what you're going to get. So this is kind of why I do the work I do. And you agree with me, don't you, boss? Sometimes when we need hands in life, we don't want to just throw the dice sort of type things. This is where tarot reading comes in quite handy. Just to give you that sort of a little bit of a view around the corner of your world, or with a certain problem sort of type thing. So I've shuffled the cards and split the deck. What I'm going to do is what I call the horseshoe spread. So I've shuffled your cards and split the deck. These are your cards on top. I will lay those out just in a moment. We have one oracle card message from the wisdom of the oracle card, which I'll read out at the end of the main reading once I get rid of my pussycat here. I know you want to help, mate, but you're going to have to go down on the ground over there. Where you go. Come on. So, no, you can't be on video. Hang on, guys, I'm just going to have to stop the video and come back. I'm back again. I had to shut the cat out. So I'm going to place your cards out in the horseshoe spread. So here we go. I will hold them up as I go through the reading. And like I say, I'm going to be able to clarify any cards that I need to. So your past card, we'll start with your centre card, is the Nine of Ariel. So that's that card there. And it reads at the bottom, your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to great success. A love of the beautiful things in life. And also with this card, I always point out the rainbow. Rainbows are something I've learned as a sign for me anyway in my life when I have something happen in my life. It's usually a good sign that something major is coming, sort of type thing. Nothing bad, it's a good thing. Rainbows are a good thing, sort of type thing. I know I'm on the right path, or I've done the right thing, or I've used the right judgment. Oh, excuse guys. A few videos I've done today, as well as a live interactive on Wisdom Seekers. So anyway, back to this card. This is a very good card. It says, your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to great success, a love of the beautiful things in life. So that's your central theme. So we're going to go straight into your past card to see where we're basically pulling off of this card, what it's going to mean. And then you get, that was a 9, this is also a 9. Now this is called the wish card. This is the 9 of Raphael. It reads at the bottom, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time in life. So whatever you've been wishing for, or whatever your wishes and intentions list are for September, make a wish because your wishes are coming true. Whatever you're wanting in life, this card's telling you to make a wish, and it's in your past. So, sorry, I'm just getting rid of something off of my computer screen because it keeps saying it wants to do a scan. But anyway, this is your past card. So hopefully you've been setting your intentions and your wishes, and they're all going to basically start happening in the month of September. Especially when you get 2 9s here, like you've got this rainbow, it's telling me that you're on the right, correct path. Whatever your decisions you've made in the past, they're coming to fruition. So this is like the genie rubbing the lamp sort of type thing for you. So set your wishes and intentions, set them. I think the time I'm filming these videos, there's a new moon in the sign of Virgo on the 30th of August. There is another one at the end of September in the sign of Libra on the 28th. So I'd be doing your, definitely with this card, making a wish sort of type thing. So if you haven't already done it, because this is in your past. So I'm probably 100% sure you've already made those wishes and intentions and they're starting to come to fruition. Your present card is the Six of Ariel, and it says material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. So you get that card, the wish card in your past, and then you get this card here saying that your material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. So that's a pretty good present card to have, sort of thing. If you can see there, it's all about balancing the scales, about giving. The more that you give, the more that you receive, all this sort of type thing. If you've been watching me for a while, I'm very big on setting intentions, doing as much as I can to help other people, so that comes back to me tenfold. Even doing these videos for free, it's all about giving. So the universe gives back what I need, material-wise or whatever. So, but I'm getting a little bit off track here. But this is your present card, and like it says at the bottom, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Definitely with a grateful heart. Full moon gratitude list comes into play here a little bit too. Always be grateful. The more that you're grateful for, the more that you will receive as well. So that's your present card. We'll get to your future card sort of thing. I really don't see a problem with those first three cards at all. The Nine of Ariel, excuse me, the Nine of Raphael. I mean, you know, what more do you want, guys? I would say it's your lucky month. Right, we're going to go into your future card here, and it's number 5. It's a major arcana. You've only got 2 so far that I can see. And it's called Divine Guidance, and this is your future card. And it says, the search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. So, as I was reading that, the little thing just popped into my head saying wise teachers and friends. Maybe there are other people out there that can give you a hand with something. Though that's not quite how I wanted to say it. It's if anybody's learning anything new, they're upskilling, all that sort of type thing, that might be part of this, you know, making a wish card, all these material things coming. This could be new jobs, new positions in jobs or in companies, all that sort of type thing. The divine guidance is there if you ask for it. Even on making your wishes and stuff like that, where you're going sort of thing in this present point in time. And even the search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach. It's definitely, sorry, so something keeps coming up on my computer. It wants to do a scan. Did this to me the other day. Divine guidance is there for you if you want to, because I'm looking at your best path to follow, and it's the 2 of Ariel here, which means it's a balancing act. You're doing a little bit of a balancing act at the moment. It says it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So this is why that message kind of just popped into my head then about your future card here. About seeking that divine guidance, seeking more knowledge that you need for what you're doing at the moment. Searching for the meaning in life, all those sorts of type things, you know. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. So there are wise teachers and friends out there that can help you, especially if you're doing a balancing act at the moment. This is your future card. This is your best path to follow. If you're doing this balancing act at the moment, I would be surrounding yourself with people that can help you out. There's always people out there, if you ask, that will help you out. I'm going to go straight to this one. It's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun is another one. If it's not fun, maybe you need to delegate some of the work, and this is where, you know, wise teachers and friends and all this sort of type thing comes in. They can point you to people that can help you balance your life out, maybe take some of the burdens off of you, give you the divine guidance that you're needing at this present point in time. And this can be working, like it says, multiple jobs. This could be burning the candle at both ends, having a lot to do, going to work, having home as well to look after, mowing lawns, meals, all this sort of type thing comes into mind. But definitely, I think financially, I think you are pretty right. I think this might be just for a few of you anyway, seeking those wise counsellors and advice and where you're going sort of type thing to help you. But it's definitely, you know, making work fun as well. So if your work's not fun, there's some way that you can go about it to make it fun. So it's not going to feel such a burden, and that you're doing this balancing act on standing on this one hand here while you're holding the yin and yang balls, they call them, these ones here. It's got two there bouncing on top of each other. In the normal tarot deck, this is a juggler in a circus act, juggling balls sort of type thing, trying to keep two balls up in the air, making it look easy when we all know it's not easy. So that's your best path to follow. So that's just kind of giving you a heads up that you're going to have a lot to do. Don't be afraid to ask for help or the divine guidance, even to how to do something, do a project, do a job. The divine guidance is there if you ask for it. Your environments card here is the Three of Michael, and it says, release the past, you will grow from this situation, time heals all wounds. And if you can see this picture, this is getting over the past, what's happened in the past, all the situations, a lot of releasing is going on in the moment on the planet. This can be getting over relationships, this can be getting over work situations, this can be getting over people in your life, situations that didn't work out for you in your life. There's a few scenarios here, but this is your overall your environments card, like your overall situation in the month of September. So I don't know, maybe you're just feeling a little bit sort of melancholy, and maybe if you've got too much work to do, all this sort of type thing, there's a little bit of stress coming in, is what I'm taking from this card. So just know that it's a passing phase. There's a lot of negative things from the past that are being dealt with by a lot of energy being pumped at this planet at the moment. So this will pass. It's only a fleeting sort of moment. Don't feel as though you can't handle the situation, because with the other cards on the table here, I'm going to bring one of the cards up. This is your hopes and fears card. It's a major arcana card, and it's the Magician, which means you can create the life of your dreams, the life that you want. You know, this feeling a little bit, I was going to say sorry for yourself, but it's a passing thing. It needs to be dealt with so you can move on to doing this, creating the life of your dreams. I'm going to put that card down now because I feel it's only that much of time, and then it's sort of like a fleeting thing. You're going to feel a little bit down in the dumps, and then you're going to go, no. I've got the Nine of Raphael here saying, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time in life. The Nine of Ariel here saying your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to success, a lot of beautiful things in life. And this card, to get it in your hopes and fears, is a pretty good omen. As it says, I'll read it what it says at the bottom. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So maybe that's what you're fearing, that this new beginning isn't, it's not going to last, all this sort of type thing. Excuse me. I'm going to point out these energy balls. I'm going to call them energy balls in the middle of his hands here, or in the palm of his hands. That's like the energy that we create. If you've ever rubbed your hands together like this, you can feel the energy. All you have to do is go like this. That's what life's about. Create this life that you want. You've got the energy and the power in basically in your control, in your hands, to make this happen. Go back to your past card here. Nine of Raphael, make a wish. Your present card says material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. We've got the middle card here, the Nine of Ariel. That rainbow's there for a reason, guys. I'm just going to pop all those down. Yeah, it's totally up to you. You're the magician. You can make this life of your dreams a reality. And it's going to, it's decisions we make now on the planet are going to be around for a long time. So make them wise decisions. Your final outcome card here is the King of Michael, and it says, wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So I'll bring that up a little bit closer so you can see. If you can see Archangel Michael here, he is pretty staunch in how he's standing. He's folding his arms like this, and he's pretty staunch, He's staying in his integrity, though. All decisions that this card sort of relates to, they're with integrity. He's staying in his integrity. He's got the divine guidance even backing him, sort of type thing. He's made these wise choices in life to get to where he's going. Not that it is actually Archangel Michael, but it's just depicting the King of Michael, or King of Swords. He's had to be a little bit ruthless and staunch in his decisions. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. So you have the wisdom and you have the objectivity now. You know what needs to be done. You know where you're going. You know what needs to be planned. Or again, I'm coming back to this Two of Ariel one here. You don't have time for all the let's just say it, bullshit that people can say, oh, I don't want to do this, or, why are you doing this? And you have to be staying in your integrity and make things happen now. You've got wisdom, you've got the integrity, just be a little bit staunch on, this is what we're doing, this is where we're going, and move on, Two of Ariel here, you don't have the time to muck around, sort of type thing. But again, I'm going to come back to this divine guidance. There are wise teachers and friends out there that have your back and have support for you. I wondered why that message came up, and it's because of this card. If you've got to stay staunch on whatever you're doing, do it. Stay staunch, sort of thing. As long as it's an integrity decision, it's well thought out, all that sort of type thing. That's what the King of Swords is. It's integrity, it's well thought out. Swords are like an air sort of sign, that sort of type thing. They're the thinkers, all this sort of type thing. They've thought out the plan, where they're going in life. I'm going to pull out a clarifying card in a minute. But like I said, you know, he's standing there staunch for a reason. He knows he's in his integrity, and the integrity is because it's for the benefit of all, not just himself, okay? So right, on that one, I'm going to pull a clarifying card on the King of Michael, please. I've pulled two cards. There was two cards that came out. This one here was sticking out of the pack, and it's the Chariot. It's number 7. So I've pulled it on this card here. So there's the King of Michael. You're the King of Michael standing in this Chariot. You have opposing powers here, which you're going to have to make that chariot go in the direction that you want. It's opposing powers that you're fighting against. But the king didn't get to be the king sitting on the royal seat of the King of Michael by just sitting on his laurels, basically. He has wisdom, he has the knowledge. So with pulling this chariot card, in whatever direction you need to go is where you're going to head, okay? You're the one driving the chariot, okay? So you could be a boss at work, you could be anything. It's a thought out plan of where you're putting that chariot. I will read what it says at the bottom. Determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. And like I said, you've got some pretty good cards here. The 9 of Raphael, Make-A-Wish card. The 9 of Ariel, your dreams are fulfilled. The 6 of Ariel, the money cards we're talking about here. Ariel is the money suit. Material needs get fulfilled in magical ways, in unexpected ways, you know. You've got a pretty good, powerful card here. But this is something that you need to go through. You need to, stay in your integrity. Wisdom and objectivity are important also. So, and like it says here, with your future card, wise teachers and friends. So you do have people that back you for whatever you're doing. Remember, these are general readings. There's another card that came out, which is the 4 of Gabriel, and it says, a time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. So I'm taking from that card that you do need a little bit of time out. All this work and no play, you're going to need a little bit of time out also in September. Both cards wanted to come out, so I pulled them out, and especially if you're having to deal with a lot of this sort of stuff, standing staunch, having to be a boss, standing in your integrity, making wise choices, decisions. Don't forget to relax and take that time out, is what I'm going to say on these cards. So I'm going to leave your reading there. I'm going to put these ones down, and it'll be interesting to see what your Wisdom of the Oracle card is, and it says not for you. Well, this one's going to be interesting. What is not for you? It says not for you. Essential meaning, a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. The Oracle message, there are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the results you seek always seem to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed your dreams for the exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust in this. So I'm not pulling clarifying cards on this, and only you guys will know what this card is about. That's an interesting card, this one, not for you. There's several sort of meanings on this one. But maybe one of the things that you've made a wish on might not come true. So make sure you set your intentions and wishing lists, but set them with integrity for the benefit of all, not just for yourself sort of type thing is what I'm going to say on this one. You're definitely on the right path, but there's something just not quite right, and it might be why this card's come up, the Three of Michael. You're going to feel a little bit sort of down in the dumps because something hasn't quite worked out the way that you had planned. And sometimes, like it said in this card, universe, angels, guides, whatever you want to call them, have a better idea for you that is much better for you, and I think you're going to be pretty happy. And that's maybe why even it's going to be time for a celebration, that this one thing was actually not as beneficial as what else is coming up. So that's the way I'm reading this reading. So there's something that you might not get because it's not in your highest benefit. So I'm going to leave your reading there. That'll be an interesting one. But like I'm always here for a personal reading if you so desire, just to see around that corner to see where you're going. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to love and leave you and hope you enjoy your September. I think it looks pretty damn rosy for Life Path number 4s. I know a lot of Life Path number 4s. So I'm going to leave it there, and we shall talk again all very soon.